That was always clear. The shyster's second son who makes his way from yet another swindle sees a host of angels. Yet he does not understand. Then, spotting the deity, shifts to attack. His fingers search for eyes, his teeth for ears, and God himself relents. Why not just ask and take what's given freely? Nothing more. Waiting one's turn outside the tent or court for a father's scorn or a judge's reprimand. Why not accept the sound of a given name, the order of precedence, the terms of bail, the referee's decision? Greater still, the notion that submission comes from struggle, the dislocated hip that will not stop the match, the organ building its crescendo in minor keys, an insolent demand for blessing, landing like punch or prayer. Okay, this one's for Davy McGravy. It's called Greatest Moments in Cougar Porn.
Davy McGravy.
Woo, yeah.
Mason.
Okay, yeah. And we're on YouTube here.
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. If every poem has to do with love, then every video concerns a neighboring desire, and all you need to know comes down to similarities. A pulse that flickers into life in front of a computer screen next to a sleeping wife. Play with the thought of what you think she wants, a sequence of what if. Pretend her moans mean that she cares, pretend you're really stiff, and swear she looks almost jailbait young beneath the sheets' dim lights, and that it's 20 years ago with more expensive tights. But maybe it's the fib that feels like love, the lube beside the bed, the unshared past conveyed in hints, the dyed hair on the head, the fantasy behind the fantasy, the just reward of youth, with only wrinkles around the eyes hinting at the truth. So, okay.
Oh yeah.
So this film was inspired by a profoundly mediocre mid-period Truffaut film whose name escapes me that I saw at the Alliance Française, and got so bored I kind of made up the ultimate mashup of French New Wave films in my head and wrote a poem about it. So it's called Art House Cinema. Opening credits. Accordion music, this is from my second book, Obscure Classics of English Progressive Rock. It's not available right now, so get the newer ones. So opening credits. Accordion music's joined by clarinet, and then the director's name. A cityscape. A human form, still just a silhouette, a shot. The actor's down. A quick escape as the well-known actor's name bursts through the gloom, followed by the girls. Though in this room, we know the plot already from a class or book or film review. What to expect from the director's work? A weekend pass, a retrospective and a familiar name. A shibboleth of awe, at least respect or reverence. The reason that we came. So think cliches, how opposites attract, how he met her, or how the fight was won, the underdogs that carry the second act with dignity, although it's in good fun. But here, tonight, it's slightly more abstract in black and white, and this is how we like it. You take the conversation, batter it, and strike it with something else. The opening scene's begun on a European street, all age and shadows, early summer heat implied by the heroine in a svelte new sundress. Delicate and thin as a modish cigarette. The actress will get cancer, but not yet. And the hero of the caper sips coffee as he burrows through the paper at a picturesque cafe. Ironic calm, since trouble's on the way, and the actor speaks his lines, subtitled, yeah, but we all think that's fine, despite the bad translation. And revel in the iconic situation and settle further in our seats to see what lies in store for them, and you, and me. Entr'acte. The griminess of plot and seedy bars that dot the film like tumors as our hero chain smokes through misfortune, dodging cars in search of a fortune or reprieve, drops out. And as we go from racing speed to zero, we stop for a moment near a waterfront. The key is to always get it, not to pause or linger on ideas till the end, but focus on procedure. The swift caress of tracking shots, the way the lights portend significance, the slight off-kilter clause in a sentence, it's all in the technique. 50 years ago, or just last week, her face has stayed that oval of remorse, her line that classic of the femme fatale, though only understood as text, of course, in yellow script. This is what we seek in shadow and cave suggestions of celluloid, a moving, pure alignment of it all. Extras in the background play at cards. The city's emptiness becomes a void beyond established landmarks. Her and him. Or maybe not. Although they're at the center of the shot, an alternate dimension between the exposition of the plot and some conclusion that will skirt convention. But still we linger. This is the money shot, the poster on a wall, the cultured hard-on, the pregnant moment that the lovers part on to be reunited only near the end in farcical mischance that hardly matters. Despite the car chase and the final splatter, this is the mise-en-scène that will transcend the train ride home, the vagaries of style. We won't forget his shout, her rueful smile. Closing credits. Dramatic fucking pause, don't clap yet, Anger. Closing credits. Darkness. Always darkness at the start and silence till the closing credits roll. Each one of us retreats into ourselves, an act of solipsism for the art of reverential silence, of control of feelings that we cannot call our own. Our passions stay uncooled within our bundled clothes, and all are fooled by silent soliloquies that argue with the images one sees on screen or in the slush of a February night. The sluggish rush to reach the train slows down. Is that something glowing in the brown of a melting pile of snow? What's that doing there? We don't quite know. A cast-off cigarette lies in a drift, smoldering and wet. And then we walk away to a city street, a different shade of gray in a static traffic jam. And you're still you, and I'm still who I am. Thanks.